morning guys! So today is Sunday the 7th of December and today I am doing some work on my book and I thought it might be quite a good chance to show you like a little behind the scenes of me writing my book and a little sneak peek into Piglet barking. Piglet! Mike's just gone upstairs and Piglet thinks it's really funny to do lots of barking. It's not funny, Piglet. No. So yeah, I thought it might be good to give you guys a sneak peek into a little bit of the content that's going into the book as well, and my writing process and the whole process of like writing a book and how it all happened and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to open my advent calendar. Day 7. A law was passed that everyone had to return to the town of their birth to register for tax. So I'm upstairs in my bedroom right now, like lying on my bed, kind of front down like this. And I have my laptop in front of me. So I come up here to work a lot of the time because I find it quite relaxing up here. Downstairs, the dogs kind of tend to go a bit crazy if I'm sitting anywhere comfortable. I like to be comfortable when I'm writing. I don't know why, but downstairs just tends to get a bit crazy, like the dogs are jumping on me or whatever. So I either come up here or I go out to a coffee shop. And today I'm here because I didn't want to leave the dogs on their own because Mike's gone to watch the football and we were out for a lot of yesterday. So anyway, long story short, I'm up in my bedroom and I thought I would show you like the outline of the book so far. So I don't know if you guys can see. I'm going to turn the camera around. So this is a file that I keep on my desktop. As you can see here, it is called The Glam Guide. There's my Vlogmas Day 6, which I just uploaded. And as you can see here, I keep individual files for all of the chapters. And this is a sneak peek because I haven't actually revealed like what the chapters are going to be so far. But obviously I have a Word document for everything. Contents, introduction, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, 4, 5, 6 to 7, acknowledgements, and then quotes. And then the chapters are, this one is beauty. They don't actually say on them because the editor changed the file name. So this one is beauty, this one is hair, fashion, travel, health and fitness, love, life, dreams, and everything in between. This is kind of like a all-round kind of bit more personal chapter. And then YouTube and blogging. I think the YouTube and blogging chapter is going to go into chapter 6, so I think we might end up with just 6 chapters in the end. But this is how I've laid everything out. The way writing a book works, and obviously I never knew this because I've never kind of been a writer before or thought about kind of how you would go about writing a book. I had written, at the point where I signed my book deal, I had written probably 4 topics, and within each of these 6 or 7 chapters, depending on whether or not I combine the YouTube and blogging one, within each of these there is between 5 and 15 different topics. So each topic is probably 2 pages to 4 pages long out of the book. So when we went for the meeting with Headline, which is my publisher, I had written 4 different topics, so that I think there's 65 in total, so it's quite a small snippet of the book. So that was just almost a preview to them, like my writing style. And then I had also brainstormed like 150 different topics that I was thinking of writing, and obviously then we cut them down to like 65. I think it's either 65 or 62, I can't remember exactly, we keep changing them a little bit. So that was at the point when I signed my contract, and then when I started kind of fine-tuning things, we kind of like picked out the topics I actually wanted to write, so solidified like the contents page a bit further so that the designer, who's called Siobhan, who is like lovely, Siobhan, if you watch this, hello, yeah, she just, we've been kind of giving her a bit of a more solid idea of like how many topics they're going to be and what they're going to be about so that she can actually design it properly, because that's kind of like a hard thing to do at the same time, because the deadlines are pretty tight. I have 10 days left before I need to have finished all of my like first drafts and everything and send them over to my editor, Sarah. So basically we solidified like all the contents to a certain level and then gave them to Siobhan so she can kind of have an idea of what she wants to do. And then as I've been finishing each third of the book, I've been sending them over to my editor Sarah and her assistant Holly, who then read through and give me feedback on them. So that feedback is usually, they have, you know, when you get the little like comments in the, I'm like really not very good with Word. I haven't like used the, what is it, like the editing thing where they have the like comments on the side and it has like the little red arrow to be like, we need more here. So they basically come back with their comments on the draft, and they're different for every chapter. So I've had their comments for the first 4 chapters now. I'm just working on the fashion and travel chapters to send back to them for the second draft. So they send like a few comments, I add in a few more, and then it goes to the copy editor who does all of the grammatical things and, you know, taking out commas and adding in like capital letters where they're needed and things like that. Just things that you miss that I'm not a grammatical genius. So, yeah. And then it comes back to me again, I check through it again, and then it goes off to the proofreader who reads it for any last like spelling mistakes before it is finalised. So that's how it works. It was all learning system for me. So basically we've done and dusted chapter 1 and chapter 2, which is hair and beauty. Makeup and hair. Yeah, hair and beauty, same thing. Makeup and hair, anyway, that's in that order. And then I have written my first drafts of fashion and travel, which have just been sent back to me. And then I am about halfway through the health and fitness chapter, and then I have the last chapter to write. So I've got 10 days left, and it's quite a lot of work. It's 10 days till I have to have given in the final chapter, like first drafts, and then we go back and forth. And then I also need to write my acknowledgements, which I've kind of been putting off. The weird thing is, I think about it when I'm like driving in the car. I think about it in my head, like what I'm going to say, and I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I'm going to say. But every time I open up the Word document and go to like write it, I'm like, oh God, I don't know what to say. And the introduction is also in a similar state to the acknowledgement. So I have like a paragraph, but I want to make it like a couple of pages introduction. And then I also actually have a document called quotes, which I'm actually, I'm not sure if this is 100% happening or not, but when Siobhan, the designer, actually first put together some sample pages, which were amazing, and she's like instantly on the same page, so it's absolutely incredible. So when she first gave me the design pages, she had done some like random quotes that she had just found on the internet on the chapter title pages, and I thought that would be something that would be really, really fun to do. She had done like the same quote for all of the mock-ups, which was a random one that we probably won't end up using, but I thought it would be really good to find like famous quotes for each topic and have them as the title headers. It's almost like, I like that. It's kind of like a little bit inspirational. So I've been collecting quotes along the way of people, like things that I find inspirational or I think would be fitting for the chapter titles. And then on here as well, I'm just going to turn it around like this. I also have, I don't know if you can see, I also have reference pictures and drafts. So the back and forth with all of the different drafts ends up the first, like the old version drafts go into the drafts folder just so that I have them just in case. And then the reference pictures I have, say if I'm trying to explain something to Siobhan about what I want an illustration to look like or a photo to look like, I will save it in there and then send it over to her when I need to, or I'll put it in the Word document as well. But I just keep a copy of them all in there. Yeah, so that is like a behind the scenes of like how writing a book works, or how it's working for me, because everybody's different as well. It depends on the type of book that you're writing too. But my publishers have been super awesome because they've actually really let me do what I want to a certain extent. They've given me great feedback, like they've been really useful. But they've also been quite trusting in the fact that I'm not a writer. I make videos on YouTube. I have a blog. Yes, I write a bit, but I'm not a professional writer. And they've kind of, they've had a lot of trust in me to just be like, yep, you go ahead, write your draft, we'll send it back. And, you know, what we think. And they've actually been super nice about everything and really positive. So it's been a really nice experience for me. I just wish I had a little bit more time for this last one. The other two deadlines have been fine, but this last one, I think, because of Vlogmas and because everything else is like so busy around Christmas anyway, yeah, it's going to be a little manic, but that's the update. I'm going to go make some lunch now. Okay, this is currently the state of our fridge right now. I'm not entirely sure what we have that would be good for lunch. I might try and like throw something together out of those veggies. We have some gnocchi as well. This is like a real like hodgepodge of stuff left over. There's a lot of stuff left from shooting with Sainsbury's this week as well. We do have some tortilla wraps, but I don't think we have anything to put in them. Cheese, I could make quesadillas. I also got given this little set yesterday, which is an at-home gel manicure set. You have like the miniature like base coat, like polish and the primer and then cleanser, and then you have a little lamp as well. I've never done at-home gel before, but I love gel nails, and I feel like if I can get this done today, it will mean I probably won't have to paint my nails again till before Christmas and after the book is done and most of Vlogmas is done and all of that jazz. So I might do this today, and yeah, if I get time, I think that would be a good job done and I don't have to worry about my nails again for a while. So here's my lunch. It actually looks pretty similar to the other day when I had gnocchi, but I put some broccoli in it this time to make it vaguely a little bit more healthy. And whilst it was cooking, I did my nails. I'm actually so impressed by this. It's the first time I've ever done at-home gel. Focus, you crazy camera. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever done at-home gel, and it feels really smooth actually. I like it a lot. I will definitely be doing it again. Piglet has found her new favourite game. She's got this twig thing. It's like a dried up twig with leaves on it. She is obsessed with it. What you doing, Pigwig? What you doing, Wiggles? She's off. So I've just fed the dogs and I'm getting ready to take them for a walk. Well, I am ready to take them for a walk with Mike's hat and coat on. But I can't find the torch and it is dark outside. So I'm going to look in the garage and see if I can find it. Otherwise it's going to be a seriously creepy walk. And it's really cold. Found it. Look at this weird torch. It's cool though. Where are we off to? There's the piglet. Let's go. Woohoo! Dark. A walk in the dark. So I didn't go as far as normal because it's really dark and creepy and it's also freezing. Even though I've got this massive coat on, I'm like shivering. It's so cold. I should have taken them a bit earlier, but it got dark really quickly. I didn't really notice. I was just kind of like working and in the zone, and then it was dark. So yeah, you don't get too long a walk today, little one, but I'm sorry. Maybe Mike will take them a bit further, or we can both take them together because I get a bit scared. I didn't want to go down the lane, so I just went around the house like 3 times and then around like the driveway where I could still see like the lights from the house. I'm not sure where the other two are. I can see them. Come on, guys! Look who's home!
Hello
How was the foosball?
It's very good. Villa won.
Did they win?
Yeah,
Did you have a nice time?
A rather nice time.
Did you? What else did you do?
We had nice snacks.
Cheered? Jumped
cheered,
around?
Yeah.
Did you scream and shout?
I had a bet and I
Did you?
won on my bet, so I gave it to charity.
Oh, how much did you win?
I won. I had quite a few bets, and I
You didn't tell me about this.
I put on £15.
Yeah.
And I got back 22.
Oh, so not that great.
To charity, so all £22.
Oh, £22. Well, that's very nice. I am currently cooking myself some pasta for my dinner. Whoa, smoking up the camera. Mike is not having any because he ate like 2 hours ago.
I'm going to have some snacks later.
So I'm going to eat this, and then I feel like I'm going to do a little bit of Christmas present wrapping, because we always buy so many Christmas presents, because we've both got quite big families, and I just love buying presents for people, basically, so I buy like all of our friends loads of presents. Because I've got a lot of things to wrap, I try and do it in like sections, so that I don't end up wrapping for like a whole day straight and get bored of it, because I love present wrapping. But if you do it for a whole day and get bored of it, the present wrapping gets of a shoddy quality. So I'm currently sitting in the spare room and I have quite a big pile of prezzies and a lot of wrapping paper. Squidge is here. Piggity Pooga was here, but she's gone. And I am going to commence my Christmas wrapping. I'm going to get it done early. I've got the Vampire Diaries playing. It is all good stuff. That is going to be it for today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you again tomorrow. It's Monday. Boo-hoo, the weekend's over. But another week closer to Christmas. I guess that's a good way to look at it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye. Mwah.